I'm going to be working on a stamped card today. I got this really cute stamp kit, Stamp of the Month from Close to My Heart with these super cute little animals. And I stamped it and I embossed it. And now I'm going to use some alcohol markers to color it in. I've said it before and I'll keep on saying it. I am definitely not a pro. I just kind of, use the alcohol markers to put a basic color and then shade and then just let them do all the work. So hopefully you enjoy this, and at the end I'll show you the card that I make. So here's the image that I'm coloring in. So the markers that I'm using are alcohol markers, but they're not Copic markers. I haven't lunged into that, or plunged into that, I should say, because I can color, I understand shading, but I'm just not invested enough to spend a lot of money. So the alcohol markers that I've purchased, I've gotten sets from a variety of places. Sometimes they're places like Tuesday Morning, sometimes they're places like Michael's or Joann's, but they're just kind of like a random kind of generic alcohol markers, and they do the job. So basically what I did is I chose three different browns, and the lighter one I did first. I like to leave a little bit of white space because I think that really helps with the shading. And then I go through it again with a medium marker and then add some more areas. And then I go with a darker marker, and then all the shaded areas that are already like kind of there from the stamp, that's where I really get into the dark one. Once it sits for just a second, and then I go back with that light one and do the same thing. So you can see me doing that here. This one's a little bit grayer brown. And again, I'm just putting some color around the whole image, leaving some white space. And you can see it there in this particular image. It's in the stomach area and also the front of the nose area of the face. And then I'm using the medium marker, and I'll kind of go over the same areas, but you really see me kind of shading here and there, and just kind of picking spots. Again, I haven't taken a class or done anything like that, so I know there's supposed to be this hole where the light comes in, things like that. I just, like I said, I don't really want to invest that much time because some of the coloring that I've seen, I mean, it looks so realistic, like almost like a photo. I just don't have that kind of time. I think just with a little bit of shading that you can do with the different color markers really does enhance the images. So in my mind, that's good enough for me. So again, you'll see some kind of natural shading based on the stamp itself, and that's where I'll put the really dark color in, and then again go over it again with that lighter color. So on the green leaves and the pink flowers, I chose a light color and then a little bit darker. For the most part, just color the whole thing with the light and then just kind of just flick little areas for the darker. With the flower, I kind of went from the middle flower out. So the tips of the petals are still a little lighter. I hope that makes sense. But it's a lot of fun coloring. I do like using the alcohol markers because you don't see the streaks in the marks. And I really like that, especially when you're working with faces or large areas. If it's a small area, I'll definitely use like a watercolored marker. So right now I'm just using a white gel pen, and I like to do this, just kind of add random dots. I'll do that with my white or sometimes even a black pen. So just seeing some cute little highlights on the bunnies. I hope you like it. And if you do, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're not already, you can hit that subscribe button down below and be a subscriber. So this stamp set I mentioned earlier is from Close to My Heart. It was a couple months back, I think, one of their month, they always have a month stamp. And so I just stamped the sentiment, and then I realized I have a little smudge area, but that's not going to stop me. I just get my black Sharpie, or not Sharpie, black fine point pen, and I just add a dot there, or make it into a dot, and do like little trios of dots here and there kind of around the sentiment. So it really does look like it's supposed to be there, and it just complements and kind of brings a little fun to the sentiment. So I really like that. But then I decide, hold on, I'm going to grab some of this Sparkle Silk, which is basically like splatter. So if you have paint or like splashes, things like that. It's basically the same type of thing. This is a sparkle, so it's clear. And then I decided to do it again with this little bit of this pink. And I really love that. I just think it's so much fun. I think I probably add splatter on everything I do now. It's just a little something. And once I do that, I go around. This is a blue gray, and this is one of the tri-blend markers from oh my goodness, I can't think of what the name of it is, but you know which ones I'm talking. Oh, Spectrum. Thank you. So I got the lightest color, and I'm just shading just very close to the edge on all of the shapes on that right side. And I do that a lot on my images. Just add a little bit of shading. It just gives a little bit of dimension. And then on the bottom, I decided to add some green for grass. And I really just use that lighter green, same one I did for the leaves. And then here and there, just kind of flick the little bit darker one. It's more like it's a medium kind of green. So it's not super noticeable, but if you really did take a close look, you could see it. But it turned out super cute. But again, I hope you like that. Here's another view of the cards. And make sure you stop by my blog to see more pictures and get more information. But isn't that card so cute the way it's finished? I hope you agree. Bye.